What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for a new draft. Today I'm playing with the Twisted Color Pie cube, which is the new cube available online, which is quite different from other cubes as colors kind of do things that they don't do in general. It's a weird cube, and I don't know it very well, so I have no idea what I should pick here. I think this is pretty good in the right deck. Not sure that we can build the right deck, but it could be sweet. An artifact, the Ratty deck. I don't really know what this does. It's kind of long, so I don't know if I'll have time to actually read it. Yeah, I will not first pick that. Maybe sometime I'll read it, but not today. Okay, things is decent probably. There's a life gain themed deck here. I think I'll go with Scrap Mastery and we'll try to build a sweet artifact deck. I don't know if it's good, if it's viable, if we can build it, but it seems like the most potentially crazy powerful card. If we can get there. Seems funny. Ooh, Chandra Flame Color is pretty sweet. So red, as far as I understood, is the control color in this cube, which means that it's kind of the only color with Planeswalker, actually. You don't have a lot of Planeswalker, and most of them are actually red, just to make red actually a viable control archetype, I would assume. You could just pick the Flame Color. She's quite strong in any deck, good finisher. I think better than Pyromaster in most situations. This is an artifact, but not a great one. As you can see, blue is rather aggressive. Tuk Tuk is quite mediocre. I think it's for there's a black-red sacrifice token deck or something like that in this cube, most likely. I think we'll just pick Flame Color and lean toward a red, maybe control-y, maybe artifact-y deck, who knows. Okay, well, Rolling Earthquake is not the best control card as it deals damage to yourself. Obliterate, not a card I love a whole lot. Hall of Triumph, probably not a great card in a deck that's playing this kind of stuff. Remand, maybe I can build a blue-red control-y deck. Elder Deepfield not looking very exciting here. I guess there's Wasteland, which is always good. You know, if it was a regular cube and I would go mono-red beatdown, Wasteland would actually be a great card. Now, should I pick that or Remand? Which is just... because maybe I can just pick a couple red control cards, and blue is rather aggressive, but you still have a couple of counter spells, so maybe I can pick a couple blue control cards and still build some sort of blue-red control deck. Maybe I should just pick Wasteland, I don't really know. I do like Remand a fair amount, though. I'll go with that. Again, not sure what I should be doing and what you should be doing in general in this cube. Okay, this is Garruk, pretty good card. I think we should just be picking Flame Slash though, it's a very efficient removal. I see Manipulator is good though. It's, especially in red, sometimes you can have a hard time dealing with big creature and this can, you know, tap something big that can attack. It's not the best removal against creature with abilities, obviously, but it's decent. It's an artifact which could matter for the Scrap Mastery. I'm not sure that we will be able to make that good. Who knows? So Icy Manipulator or Flame Slash. Voice could be interesting if we are trying to reanimate artifacts, but I think if anything, it might wheel and it's still weaker than Flame Slash and Manipulator. I don't know, I kind of like both a decent amount. Flame Slash is such an efficient removal though. Maybe it's Manipulator. I don't know, I think it's super close. I'll go with Manipulator, but I don't know if it's the correct pick. Ooh, Trading Posts, Prophetic Prism. Pyromancer is sweet, but I'm not gonna try to do that. I want to do something else. I want to be using artifact and doing stuff with artifacts. At least I want to try to do that. So the Trading Post is fine, but not great. Prophetic Prism might just be better, as it fixes mana. It's a solid card in general. Is Trading Post any good? I don't even know. I think we'll try Prophetic Prism, but I have no idea if this pick is correct or not. Ooh, Heart of Ramos seems pretty good for a control red deck that cares about artifacts. Basically, you know, produces red and can produce more red if needed. Like, you can play that on turn 3 and play Chandra on turn 4. That sounds pretty strong to me. Molten Burst... kind of a weird card. I don't think it's great. I think they put it in here so red can have some sort of card advantage going on, but it's still a fairly weak card overall. Heart of Ramos is good though. Leonin Bola. I don't really think we'll be playing enough creatures to make that good. Either Adept is a solid blue card. Not sure that we will want to play double blue cards still. I think it's still the better option of the pack. Divert is funny, but I think this is better if we end up playing some blue. Oh, that dude works with artifacts, right? Yeah. So you can use it to cast artifacts or use abilities of artifacts. Smokestack is an artifact, but I think it's designed to be played in the token deck. This is for a life gain deck. Tropical Island is kind of sweet, pretty late, but I don't think we want that. Outpost Siege is decent too. I think we'll pick Grand Architect and try to build that blue-red artifact deck. I don't think we want Phantasmal Bear in there. Edge could be good, but it's more of a sideboard option. I mean, if I get a good enough mana base where I can play that without, you know, while still being able to cast these easily and these things easily, maybe, but it's not looking very exciting. Niv Mizzet is fine. Yeah, Tuk Tuk is not for this archetype, I don't think so. Raptor, definitely not. Ooh, Vapor Snag Wield. Yeah, Vapor Snag is a pretty good card. So, this can produce mana for artifacts. This can bounce stuff. Okay, well, this is shaping up fairly well, I think. I don't know if it's a good archetype, if it's even an archetype. I guess if there's Scrap Mastery, there should be enough artifact and discard outlet to make that good. The fact that we did not wield Tormenting Voice is a bit frightening. I was not really expecting Flame Slash to wheel, because if there's but one other red player, they will pick it as it is a good card, good Dreamwall, but Tormenting Voice did not wheel either. We did not get a bunch of red cards. Oh, never mind, actually. It's the pack has not ended yet, so we will the Voice, which is good if we are trying, if we want to try to Scrap Mastery things. Yeah, I was talking like we already you know, finished the first booster, but obviously it's not the case. We will Pyromancer. We have Remand and Vapor Snag, which are good with Pyromancer. It's not really shaping up like a Pyromancer deck, but who knows, it's not a bad card. If you have Leonin Bola with Pyromancer, you can make a bunch of token, then tap everything during your turn, moving the Bola around. It's funny. Not very strong though in this cube, I don't think so. So maybe we are... well, we could be playing a blue-red tempo deck and maybe not care about artifacts. Right now I have Scrap Mastery, a couple artifacts that are decent on their own, not even that great to reanimate. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. If I get something like the Ratty, Goblin Welder, yeah, I guess we'll see. Nahiri's Wrath is a pretty good discard outlet and pretty good Wrath effect. Seems sweet. Don't really know what Parallax Tide does. Oh, we can just get a bunch of lands. That doesn't seem great. Maybe there's a combo with that, but it doesn't seem great right now. The Hunter is fine, but it's likely to wheel. I think this is for the... yeah, this is for the token deck, not really for our deck. This is not really for our deck either. Collective Defiance is good. It's also... I think Nahiri's Wrath is better though. Just a nice discard outlet paired up with a sweet Wrath effect. That just sounds pretty strong in my deck. Okay, there's Lightning Bolt. which I'm probably just gonna pick, especially since we passed the Flame Slash. Lightning Bolt is pretty much the best thing you can get. Mark of Eviction is funny, but I think weaker. Sword Courier is fine. It's a discard outlet too. I would probably be happy with Duplicant and Walker. I think Bolt is just a better option though. So we'll go with that. And there's still the option that I end up playing a blue-red aggressive tempo deck. And this is not really for our deck. Leadenmere. Not really looking great either. Wildfire. We have one way to produce mana, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna be great. That thing is not great. Squeeze, fine. It's pretty good with Tormenting Voice. Decent with Nahiri's Wrath. Could also be Commander and go for the blue-red beatdown deck. Or Force Spike, I guess. Maybe I should just go beatdown. I think I'll pick Squee and try to get a bit of value. Also, if I get some looters and a card like Daretti, Squee is gonna be pretty sweet. Pristine Talisman is a solid artifact. Jaya Ballard is fine. It's not great though. I don't think we want to pick that. Misdirection is cool, I guess. We don't have a lot of blue cards right now though. I think it's just Pristine Talisman. I like that card a fair amount. We have some 6 drops. It's an artifact. Maybe we can make that work. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Memory Jar. Can we do something with Memory Jar? I don't feel like we can. Dozen of Perfection would be quite strong in this deck. Spirit Spellbomb probably pretty fine too. Don't think we want that. No, I don't think we want that at all. Temple of Epiphany is sweet. Like, I really like Fixing. I think those 2 cards are better though for our deck. Master of Wave, I don't know. We have 2 double blue cards. I think this is just a bit better in general, a bit safer win condition, especially since we might not end up playing Grand Architect. And we have enough instant and sorceries to make that good, I think. We'll end up with enough instant and sorceries at least. I hope. Yeah, I think I'll pick that. Right now I'm not playing Scrapmaster, it's just not looking good at all. Prophetic Prism. Well, I have a decent amount of double blue and double red, so still fixing my mana base, I guess. Maybe someone else is trying to play an artifact deck, or maybe the theme is just not... I would assume that the theme is well supported, otherwise it would be kind of weird to have put Scrap Mastery, but it's not looking like we are getting the right cards to make that work. This is not really a deck for Perforos. We cannot really play Nightveil Spectre or Wind Zendikon, I don't think so. Cathodian is fine and exciting. I mean, I think it's still the card I'm the most likely gonna play, but yeah. It's not looking great. Yeah, I don't know if maybe someone else is trying to play the artifact deck, maybe someone else opened the Ratty and is trying to do the same thing, and this is why we are not getting match. Maybe you should be playing another color combination to play something based around Scrap Mastery. I don't know this cube well enough actually to know. I think we'll be picking Force of Will here. It's just such a good card. I think I like it more than Vendilion Clique. Both cards are good, but Force of Will is just quite great in any cube, I would assume. Krenko is funny, but not really for this deck either. Yeah, okay. We'll pick the foe. Ooh, I do like Daze more than most people. It's another blue card for Force of Will. Yeah, I guess we are playing some sort of blue-red control deck then. We got enough counter spells, I think, to the point where these plus a couple of red Rimvol and the nice finishers we have here should give us a decent control deck. Radorfin Hunter is fine, I guess. Might be more of a sideboard option than anything else, but I don't think we want to play anything else, so... Um, right now I'm probably not playing Grand Architect. Either Adept, I don't know. It's fine, it's a Manowar. A bit harder to cast, I guess. Squee is fine with Wrath, fine with Voice. A little bit annoying for the opponent, but not great. Yeah, I don't think we'll be playing Artifacts. Who knows? There's a Sod Courier and the Walker. They both wield, which is interesting, I guess. Sod Courier is kinda sweet with Squee. And if we can ever end up playing that, it's good. Walker is fine, but I think this is gonna be better. Force Pack is, I think, solid. And some more blue cards makes the Force of Will better, obviously. Force Pack is kinda sweet with Docent of Perfection. Force of Will is pretty sweet with that too. It's looking like, actually it's looking like a pretty good Young Pyromancer Docent of Perfection deck. It's not really what I was aiming for, but this is what we got, I guess. Ooh, Misdirection. I'm actually pretty likely to end up playing that, especially since I got a fair amount of new blue cards. Okay, will be the blue. Oh, Master of Wave and Temple of Epiphany will. Lavamancer is fine, but I think worst. Huh, it's close. I don't think I'm very likely to play Architect. I think I like the Temple more, actually. It might sound weird, but I think fixing is really important. And I'm not very likely to play Architect, and I don't have that many good blue permanents. Like, I have Docent of Perfection, maybe Nif Mitzet, but you don't really need to cast more once you have Nif Mitzet. I don't know, maybe it's wrong. I don't think we'll be aggressive enough to play Winds and Deacon. We are a control deck, I think, at this point. Okay, Venser is strong and sweet. Siege Dowsing is sweet in the Wizard deck, because there's a Wizard deck, I think, in this cube. But we are not the Wizard deck. I think it's between Venser and Steam Vent. Again, I think fixing is really important, so I'd be super happy to pick that. Now it might be right to just pick Venser. Do like Steam Vents quite a lot, though. But since Temple of Epiphany wheeled, this might wheel, actually. I might be the only blue-red player at the table, so maybe I should take the chance that it's likely to wheel. I mean, I don't know, this wheeled, so this could wheel. I guess I'll pick Venser. Venser is always good. Ooh, Glen Archmage is a sweet card. I think we want that. I have no idea what this does. Okay, interesting. This thing lets you... It's pretty good, but costs a lot of mana, though. Stencil is funny, but I don't think it's great in this deck. Yeah, I think we just want Archmage. Psionic Blast, a funny card. With no text, but what it does, basically, if you don't know, is deals 4 damage and you take 2. It's like Char in red. This is pretty sweet for the beatdown deck, which we are not. Wandering Fumarole is pretty appealing to me. Electrode is fine, but like we already have a Pinger in the side. I don't think we really want that. Same with Fire Slinger. Yeah, I think we just want Fumarole. Especially since we did not pick the Steam Vent. And yeah, fixing is everything. Probably playing Either Adept, actually. Not a huge fan of playing creature in deck with very few creatures, but it's a good one. Ooh, Starstorm is very sweet because it deals damage to every creature without dealing damage to yourself, and you can cycle it. This is not a deck for the Banrat. This thing is for the Wizard deck. We did not. I mean, we might wield the Steam Vent, but since we don't have it, Flawless Trend doesn't really help. I'm just gonna read Joyra. Yeah, okay, it gives Suspend to Thing. I don't think it's looking very good here. Starstorm is looking really sweet though. Nice little sweeper. This is not really a deck for Biden of Thassa, as we are not playing many creature. Mastermind. Mastermind is a pretty powerful card. I don't think we have great combo with that. I mean, it's funny with Prophetic Prism, but you know, that's about it. I guess decent with... Well, Venser Mastermind is pretty annoying to play against, I guess. Maybe Circular or Logic is just better. This deck is not very good at putting things into the graveyard. Though it's kind of nice with South Courier. It's pretty good late game. I think it might be better than Mastermind here. Maybe I'm wrong. I like this deck though. I mean, I think this is kind of weird because this cube is not designed to play a control deck. I mean, a blue control deck at least. But I managed to get all the blue control cards that you have in this cube. I don't think there are many more control cards. Like, you just have some counter spells and that's about it. Like, you don't have any great way to get card advantage, I think, in blue in this cube. And by the way, we don't have any card advantage in the deck right now, which is not so good. I guess South Courier gives card advantage. Voice can give not really card advantage, but you know, card selection at least. And then, yeah, we have some finishers, but we don't have any great way to get card advantage. Yeah, that card is not very good here, I think. Propaganda is fine, but I think it's more gonna be a sideboard option than anything else against a token deck. Yeah, we don't have any way to get card advantage. Like, we can hopefully just drop one of these 2-thing, 3-thing, I guess, 4-thing, one of these 4 win condition, and just use a bit of Rimvol and use the card filtering to get what we need and defeat the opponent this way. But yeah, you really don't have great card advantage in this cube, in blue at least. Like, you don't have Planeswalker or stuff like that. That card is funny, right? It's kind of slow, but could be strong. I think Wheeler Rogue might be better, though. Wheeler Rogue is just a very solid card in general. The Devils are pretty funny. We do have a fair amount of instant sorceries. It doesn't work super well with counter spells, though. I think we'll just pick Wheeler Rogue. I've always been fairly happy with that card, and I guess now I kind of regret not picking the Master of Wave. It would be solid in this deck, I think. I'm not sure that we are main decking Misdirection. It's strong, but it might be more of a sideboard option, I think. We do have a lot of playables here, which is good. Now we need to make some choices. I'm not thrilled about Aether Adept. We already have Vapor Snag and Venser. Like, don't really want to play creatures that much. Circular Logic is mediocre. Ooh, Civilized Scholar is actually a solid looter. Weaver of Lightning might be... The thing is, I have enough playables, and this is a great sideboard option, so maybe I should just pick a great sideboard option over a fine main deck card, but knowing that I have enough playables. That being said, I don't have a lot of card advantage, so looters might be pretty important to this deck. I don't know, it's close. Weaver of Lightning is such a great sideboard option that I think it might be better. It's kinda close. Ooh, we will the Steam Vent. And I think I'll just... I mean, Looter Core is cool, but I think I just want that because I have enough playables, and fixing is everything I ever want. Maybe we're not playing Vapor Snag. Circular Logic could go. Misdirection could go. I mean, protecting our Pyromancer, Docent of Perfection, and this kind of thing is good, though. But I need to cut... Well, maybe I can afford... I have 2 mana producers here. A looter. My curve is actually not that high. Maybe I can afford to play 16 lands. I have some good fixing. Thing is, I'm trying to cast 6 drops. Those are not really 5 drops, though. Like, well, my curve is not really that high, yeah. And since I don't have a lot of card advantage, I really don't want to flood out. So maybe I just should play that with, 16 lands. And again, the fact that I have a pretty good mana base given the 3 dual lands is kind of cool. Standstill. The thing is, the issue with my deck and Standstill, I think, is that I don't have any great tool to, put some pressure onto... What you want to be doing is put some pressure onto the battlefield and then drop Standstill. Or have, a man land or something going on, but I don't think I can really easily put myself in a spot where Standstill is going to be that great here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I love the card. I think it's sweet, but I don't think this is the type of deck for the card. I don't want Greater Gargadon. This can cycle too. Yeah, I think I can afford to play 16 lands here. Maybe it's greedy. I don't think it's extremely greedy. Don't really care about anything here. I guess Evangelize is an annoying card to play against. Pretty funny mind control in white. Really got a nice amount of counter spells, which is sweet. I think I don't think, I know. I mean, it's a fact, but Young Pyromancer and Dozen of Perfection are gonna be great in this deck. I love them. Look at all these cheap and free counter spells. And I do have a lot of instant and sorceries. That's really sweet. Either way, don't think we care about match here. Don't think we are gonna splash for green, but who knows. Dakra Mystic is, I don't think it's designed to be played, I mean, not designed, but I don't think it was put in this cube to be played in this deck, so there is that. And I think I'll be a bit greedy and play 16 lands. Again, good mana base, I mean, fine. We have 3 dual lands, we have a Prism. I don't want to flood out these cycles. I have a couple ways to dig. I just, I'm not even... These things I want to cast them pretty late. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Now I need slightly more blue, I guess. Yeah, a decent amount more blue actually. Should not have many mana issues with that deck. 8-5. So that would make the mana base 11-8. I guess 12-9 with Prophetic Prism. 12-11 with Heart of Ramos. Yeah, I don't really think we should have mana issues. So yeah, that's the deck. Blue-red control, which again I don't think is. I'm kind of doing the opposite of what you are supposed to do with this cube. It's like playing a blue control deck is not what you should be doing, I think. But well, deck looks interesting. I'd rather have played something a bit more funny, like an artifact theme deck or maybe something else. But honestly, I first picked Mastery. We did not get any artifact, and then we kind of went into blue-red. Those were the best color for us, I think. And then we did not get some funny cards. I mean, I understand that the deck is not super funny and it kind of looks like a regular cube deck, which I think is, again, not what you are supposed to do, but this is what I got. And this is what, I ended up doing, but I will probably upload some more of this cube, either way, whatever might happen here. And I'll try to play a funnier deck with maybe some nice unknown, not unknown because it was designed so the archetypes are known, but some more funny archetype at least. But yeah, that's the deck. Hope you enjoyed the draft. Thank you for watching and see you for round uno.